atmosphere will strengthen your child-parent bond. Let's continue to build early foundational trust. Atmosphere. Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. Hopefully you can hear me. And good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're watching this video. Today we're going to just go right in and do our 5-minute chats on a topic that I hope you find of benefit. Last week, Sunday, we talked about physical touch and the importance of ensuring that you provide physical touch as a form of affection for your kiddos. So hopefully you practice that throughout the week, and hopefully you commented on that video and kind of told us whether or not you participated in that week's activity and how it actually turned out. Did you provide physical touch as a form of affection for your kids last week? If so, how did it work? What did you do? Was it weird? If it was, just be consistent and continue doing that throughout this week. But today, I want to talk about reframing or rephrasing. Rephrasing what we say is extremely important, and it's not only worthwhile to do with your children, but it's also something that you may want to consider implementing when speaking to anyone you encounter in your life. Children, relatives, friends, co-workers, strangers, whoever. Let's rephrase how we put certain sentences together for the purpose of building bonds, for the purpose of further developing the foundation of trust that we have with other people. Specifically, when we tell our children to do something, let's rephrase how we say it. For example, instead of, you better go take out the trash, or go take out the trash. Yes, it's a command, and we want our children to follow our commands, do as we say, right? But let's rephrase that. How about saying, do you need help taking out the trash? Why aren't you taking out the trash at the given time that mom and dad has been asking you to? Is there something that's hindering you from doing that? What can we do to support you remembering to take out the trash? Another example could be, instead of saying, get off your computer, or I told you to get off your computer by 3 o'clock or by 8 o'clock, it's now 8:05 or 3:30, get off the computer now. Instead of saying that, let's rephrase that in a more positive manner in hopes that the hearer will receive our message just a little bit better. So why not say something like, it's time to get off the computer, but before you get off, show me what you are doing. I'm interested in, finding out or learning about what you are so engaged in. Or instead of saying, turn off the computer right now, I told you to get off the computer at a certain time, let's rephrase that through the positive by saying 15 minutes before. You can say, so-and-so, in about 15 minutes, I need you to get off the computer. And then give them a 5-minute warning. So-and-so, it's about 5 minutes before your computer time ends, just giving you a reminder. And then when that 5 minutes is up, you have all the reason to go and say, okay, it's now time to turn off the computer. And if they get upset, you don't have to get upset or frustrated. Why not turn your words into positivity by saying something like, I gave you a 15-minute warning and a 5-minute warning. It is now time to turn off the computer. So I'm going to help you in doing that by taking away the computer. And of course, kids will get upset. So you can ask them, what can I do to help support you remembering to get off the computer at a certain time? Or what can I do to help support you in doing what's being asked of you? Why aren't you able to get off the computer? And then more than likely kids, I'm in the middle of a game. So then you would kind of work with them in figuring out, don't start a new game, X number of minutes before you know your time is up. Here's another example. Why can't you finish that homework on time? I told you to get your homework done before bedtime, or I told you to get your homework done before I got home from work, or I gave you this homeschool assignment and you were supposed to get it done at a certain time and it wasn't done. Why? Get it done. Let's rephrase and reframe through the positive. Jeremiah, why aren't you able to get your work done at the specified time? What can I do to help you get your homework done? What processes are you going through to ensure that your assignments are completed on time? How are you managing your work? Let's manage your work together. Let me show you a way. Talk me through how you would do it if if you needed me to get something done for you. Would you expect me to complete that? If so, let's walk through the process of getting that thing completed. And let's do it together, because the goal is to make sure that both you and I are successful. You are successful in getting whatever that thing is done, and I am successful at Another example, you're getting ready to go to school or a meeting or church or an event, whatever. You're getting ready to go somewhere. So you tell your kids, let's go, it's time to go. Let's go now, come on. So what can we do to rephrase that or reframe that in the positive? Maybe we can say something like, Jeremiah, again, I'm going to give you a 15-minute warning. Give them that 15-minute warning and 5-minute warning. And at the 5-minute mark, you can start by saying, okay, here I come. I'm coming to support you in getting ready and so that we can all get out the house on time. So the whole purpose is, making it more of a collaborative effort to help your kids build habits, right? So in the process of us rephrasing or reframing through the positive, turning a negative sentence or a negative way of saying things to somebody else, trying to turn that or rephrase that into a more positive way so that the hearer can receive your message a bit clearer and more positively, in hopes of having them follow through a bit quicker. And as we habit train with our children, which is basically teaching them basic life skills or basic routines that you want them to have, hopefully rephrasing things through the positive will also help down that line as well. I hope this video was helpful. I hope you found at least one thing useful. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, share the content, and if you have any comments, leave them in the comment box below and participate, guys. Let me know. Are you going to rephrase or reframe through the positive? Be consistent, okay? It may be weird, it may sound weird, it may feel weird, especially if you didn't grow up like that, or if you don't discipline, or if you don't speak to your kids that way. Trust me, I understand. But it takes time, it takes grace, it takes patience, and it takes consistency. So even if it feels weird, keep on being consistent. All right, guys, as always, be blessed and make it a great day. Bye.